I always ask Leo. I always ask you. Did you read the chapter, right? And
Yeah,
and
and I
this
forgot
time, and this time, it doesn't matter if I ask you, do you read it or not, because you and me, we both forgot. It doesn't matter how many times we read this chapter. We're talking about Hunter x Hunter, but it doesn't matter how many times we read this chapter. This is like one of those chapters that I have zero really comprehensions with this chapter. But yeah, we just gonna try our best to, I guess, review the chapter and discuss this chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Chapter 400, which is called, what's the name of the chapter? It's called Conflict or something like that. I don't see the title anywhere here. Concealed, concealed. It's called concealed.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So as everyone knows, oh, so yeah, we're recording this very late. Like it's like a week after I think the chapter came out. Just like we did with the One Piece chapter. But Jump is on break, so it's whatever. Um,
I hope a new Hunter x Hunter chapter doesn't come
oh,
out soon.
oh yeah. Also, yeah. As everyone knows, by now, Hunter x Hunter is going on another hiatus. But there's good news. Um, like it's going on break again, but it's because they're going to figure out a new schedule for Togashi. He's not going to be weekly. They're going to come up with a schedule, or maybe I don't know. Um, like nothing is confirmed yet, but maybe bi-weekly or even monthly. Um, Monthly will be interesting because that way he will have a lot of more pages. Uh, I don't know. Do you want to give Togashi more pages? That's the thing.
No, 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 no,
Nah,
no.
nah, 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 nah.
Like if
This
it's
is
monthly, just keep it the same amount of pages. Like
yeah.
it's enough for a month.
Like yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, one chapter I think is enough for a month. But something like Togashi, there's two possibilities. Like if he goes monthly, either he goes the Araki route, where Araki realized that monthly was the best thing that ever happened to him, and now he has room for the art and for like to better pacing and all that, right? And Togashi,
Yeah,
his power system is weird and complex, like like stands, So, so maybe Togashi will realize that, like, hey, I have more pages now. I can really flesh things out, pace things properly, and maybe not throw that much information and all that, you know. Or the most likely possibility, he goes monthly, he gets a bunch of pages, and he's going to cram every page with text, and so that's like the most likely situation if he goes monthly. By weekly he will get more pages, but not like a lot like a monthly length. Um, I don't know. I don't think. I think it's gonna be like a. I think it's gonna be more like One Punch Man, where it's whenever he wants to release. You know, whenever he has a chapter ready, like here, they give it a Jump, and Jump is like, okay, we got a chapter there. I think that's gonna be Togashi's schedule. It's like whenever he has a chapter ready. Which apparently 401 and 402, I think they're like done or they're almost done. So I think the break is not gonna be that long, you know. So yeah. And what he says here, yeah, he says I'm trying to come up with a way to continue serialization while causing anyone any problems, So yeah. But yeah. And also they said that their goal, Jump said that their goal is to they want to finish Hunter x Hunter. They want to see Hunter x Hunter finish. So yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. They also, we want to see Hunter x Hunter finish too. So yeah. Now let's go to the chapter proper, and just like in the One Piece video, I'm not gonna be showing the pages. It's gonna be a time lapse video of me drawing coloring the thumbnail. Yeah, it's gonna be the background video. So yeah. Now, we start off with the Phantom Troop. So basically, where we left off the chapter, with the troop. and they're discussing that the the location is either above them or below them. Judging by the thing, the transmitter. Uh, so they're like, oh, let's go down first, and then we're going to quickly realize that we're going the right way. So they meet up with Nobu, and it's funny. Nobu, he's like, you guys are still lowering around, lowering me about. He thinks they're not doing anything, and they're like, that's our line to you. So they also think he's not doing anything. But yeah, uh, yeah, Nobu explains, what happened to him and all that. And Spinks and Phaeton, they explain him, but we're going down to tier, where they're going to tier 4. I think that's where they're going. The tier below them. But Nobu, he mentions somewhere that something's off. Like this whole situation, feels weird, And as they're going down, Phaeton mentions that, okay, they're going the wrong way. They're going the wrong direction. We need to go up. And that's when Nobu realized that, okay, that's the feeling that he was feeling. And he from the videos I seen talking about the chapter, basically he says that he just doesn't make sense with what's going on right now, like with the whole what Morena's doing. He's saying that doesn't make sense, and that he specifically, what was the word he used specifically, that they're taking advantage of Asian pack or something like that. Right here, abusing Asian pack. That just might be it. Which the first thing that came to my mind is the whole what's it called, the whole secession war. Because that's like a whole Asian deal. That's the first. Yeah, with the NB. So, I wonder if that's was if this whole mafia thing is going to tie with the whole NB's and secession war. So yeah, that's the conclusion that I came. Now think about the videos I see. No one brought it up. Like no one brought up the theories. What did they think he's referring to? But I think it's because that's like the only Asian pack that's currently in play in the arc. So I think that's why none of the videos have brought this up. But I'm bringing it up just in case. I don't know, because I don't know if whoever's listening to this came to that conclusion, or you. What about you, Lil? Did you thought about the whole secession war and the NBs and all that when he said that?
Like whenever in Japan, like I immediately thought about the NB so like, but I didn't
Yeah,
give much thought about it. So because
yeah,
I was more focused about the whole distance thing that they were doing, trying
yeah,
to find Haley,
yeah.
about Sphinx's and
Oh yeah, that was
Ray.
that's a whole conversation that they had. Yeah, before that, I think that's before Noble shows up. Yeah, that Phaeton was like to Sphinx, yo, why not just use your N, you know? And then he's like if I do that, I basically have a sign. I'm basically going to the ghetto, and I have a sign in my back saying "shoot me," so
Yeah.
so that's why he doesn't use his
which
N.
is which is interesting because the N acts like a sonar, but like you
Yeah,
yourself are are like a lighthouse.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, so funny. Yeah. And
they works for both ways.
yeah. And I saw a video. One of the videos I saw, you're talking about the chapter. I forgot. I think I only saw 2 videos. So one of the 2 that I saw, the dude mentioned that in the series, N, like Noble mentioned that N, if you're a master, it's like 50 meters. Like if you're a master, that's like a lot of training and all that, right? But the dude brought
Yeah.
up that there's exceptions, obviously, in the first the first people he mentioned was P2, you know.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
P2 was insane, right?
yeah,
Like she
P2 was
covered
two.
over the whole castle, at
The
least on the floors.
the guy said P2 is 2 kilometers or something like that. So
So
Um,
that's and the limit for the average trained person is 500, right?
the average, according to Noble, he said like the master. If you're a master, it's like 50 meters. You know,
50, not
50,
500.
50 meters, 50. I think that's what he said. Yeah, because then the 50 meters. And then P2 was insane. P2 was she's or depending actually, yeah, depending what translation you read, it is either she or he. I'm you know I'm used to with she because that's what I read, so I always say she.
I'm used
uh
to she because of the anime.
yeah, it's depending on, it's like Full Metal Alchemist. There's like this one character that, depending if you're reading, I think if you're watching Brotherhood, I think it's he, and if you're watching Full Metal, it's a she. So yeah. Anyway, so Pito, yeah, I always say she.
Damn,
Um,
40 times. Wow, it's 40 times the master's range.
yeah, but
That's
also,
insanity.
yeah, another exception. The guy said was Killua's grandpa. He's like another exception that his end is also like insane as well. So yeah. Um, but Phaeton, I'm not Phaeton. Sphinx. I think his, I forgot what's his range, but he used it before in this arc a couple. When in this bash he used it at one point. It wasn't that big, but it was useful for that moment. So yeah. Um, and Phaeton, yeah, I wonder, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he could use N, but if he's asking Finks to use his, I think Finks, I guess Finks N
He's
is better
better
than
at it.
Phaeton. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Finks, he's like, yeah, I need to concentrate a lot, and it's just not worth it,
Too
so
much of
yeah.
a nuisance.
Yeah, it's like, and it's a crowd of people and all that, so yeah. But anyway, they quickly realized that, nah, we're going the wrong way, so we have to go up to, yeah, yeah, and they're thinking tier 2. Yeah, because I think, I'm pretty sure they were going to go to tier 4, but they're like, no, it's not here, so tier 2. So, which is going to be harder to go because it's a higher level, and and all that. But yeah, like, they'll get there eventually. Also, they bring up that all this is just a quick side quest. Side quest. The main quest is Hisoka. But they mentioned that Nobu, he's very focused on this because he loves the battle. He loves the fight. You that's what they think. Yeah, right here at the end. Nobunaga is a sucker for a good enemy. You know. Also, they're going to look for Franklin and all that. It's funny. Franklin's plan was just to sit there and wait for Hisoka to go to him. Like, that was his plan. So they're going to go to Franklin, and he's going to help, of course. And before I almost forgot. There's an emergency announcement. That's all we know. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you a grave news. Please stop what you're doing and listen carefully. This is an emergency announcement. Um, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? What is the emergency? The announcement.
Do they announce the death of the princess of the telecom, or is the
I
whole succession war not public? Yeah.
No. I think. Oh yeah, they do. They do mention the. Yeah, they do. That's the, like. I think they do. Like, I don't know.
Cause
I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Cause I think, well, at least like if they do announce the death of the princess, like maybe it will be like only the upper, like not for the common folk here, but like
Yeah.
it has to be something. My guess is that something happened to the king.
To the king.
The king, yeah. If it's an emergency announcement,
That's
everyone
something.
has to.
Yeah. Yeah.
If everyone has to listen to it,
Yeah. It's like to everyone.
everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's something crazy happened. If it's grave news, and they're like, please stop what you're doing. Like, like it doesn't matter what you're doing right now. Like, stop. Listen to this announcement. So it has to be something crazy. I don't know. I guess yeah, because what you said, I like the idea that it has to do something with the king. Maybe the king
And since
died.
it's
No, no.
grave news, it can't
Yeah.
be anything positive.
Yeah. No, no. But now you got me thinking. Do they announce when the prince die? Because I
Comment
think
down below. Do they announce the Princess died?
like I don't know. Do they like now that? Yeah, now I'm thinking like, do they? I don't remember. I don't remember if they do. Um, I don't know. I don't know. But wait, well, I guess we could come back to this topic when we get to the what happens in the middle portion of the chapter. But yeah, I love this panel though. Like, if it wasn't for the text bubbles, this would have been a really nice panel of like all the birds and the boat. So yeah. Now, we go back to the princess. You know, when I read this, I'm like, who? I'm like, no, more people to remember. But like, but then when we get to here, they just role playing. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I don't have to remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just role playing. Which is
Honestly, you know what I initially thought?
yeah, what they do?
I thought that they were the gang with Ging and Person, cause
Oh, okay.
Immense here, the worldwide superstar, looks
Mm-hmm.
a lot like Person. I thought he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
using a code name to
yeah,
infiltrate the ship.
yeah. One of the videos I saw mentioned that this guy right here looks like Preston. When I first read it, I didn't make the I didn't make the connection. Like, oh, he looks like Preston, but yeah.
Like the
Uh,
resemblance is uncanny.
yeah. It's basically the same design, you know, like it's like the
Yeah.
same guy. So, but yeah. But you know, they have, I guess, interesting. I guess you could say backstories. You know, the what they were playing. He has amnesia, but he's a hitman. You know, that's funny. He's the world superstar. So there's that. He's secretly the little brother of the prince. Right, of the prince. Yeah, Prince Tyson. Yeah. This guy, he's like a tutor. He could teach anyone. And then the last one, I bet, she's like, yeah, I want an alien. And you know, like, yeah, he's the prince of this planet. You know.
You know what would be interesting?
What?
If her power would take that even further, like it
Mm,
would make
mhm.
them so they assimilate into those roles. Like that bodyguard that's a hitman, he's actually amnesiac. Like he develops a condition, but he's suddenly like very gray with a gun. Uh
Mhm.
the worldwide superstar. It alters his reality. He's actually pretty popular. He's a worldwide
Mhm.
superstar. The little brother, but that's a secret.
Yeah.
Like with her power, this decision war uh gains a new prince because it's a brother
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the to this chick.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and the alien because of an actual alien, yeah.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like there's potential
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And she does mention that she says they're not role playing. They're all been reborn. So, yeah, you gonna be reborn too while you're here on the ship. I guess Giuliano. Guiliano. I don't know. You're Guy or Gui.
Oh, Giuliano,
What you said?
Giuliano,
Giuliano.
yeah.
Giuliano. Yeah. So yeah, Giuliano. Which Giuliano does has yeah, you right here. He does has the little creature thing that she creates. So
Yeah.
eventually he's going to get in her words reborn. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right that slowly but surely they become the character that they're role playing. That'll be interesting. Yep. So
Well,
yeah.
actually, a pretty interesting dynamic. That's for
Yeah. And she says, from now on, you're a bodyguard who looks cold, but deep down, you're really sweet. And he's like, yeah, it's reincarnation time, playing along. And then the random guy's like, huh, isn't that me? Isn't that my role? Yeah, that's very funny. And this guy, when I first read this, I'm like, I don't remember him, but like at the same time, I remember him, but at the same time, I don't. So it's like I know he's like a player, right? I know he's like one of Kurapika guys, but like who is he though? But then I saw a video, and the guy explains. He's like, oh yeah, he's Kurapika's teacher. I'm like, that's who he is. Okay, that's he's the one who taught
oh
Kurapika and then all that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, he's like thinking about the ability, about the six prince, Nen beasts and all that. And I think he asked, like, did she gave all the other princes her book, and she's like, yeah, but they probably didn't read it, all that. And basically, he comes up with this plan, like, they're like, oh, why not? The plan is to give the king a book, for that way he could read it, and that way they could stop the succession war with no more bloodshed. That's basically his plan. So yeah. Yeah, that's like a quick summary of this of these panels. I don't know if they say anything else important, but that's what I remember. And but it's a complicated process because she's the sixth, right? I think she's the sixth prince, and it's gonna be hard for her, to go to the hierarchy and all that. So it's gonna be hard, but it's a plan. It's a plan. It's a potential plan. So yeah. Then we go to there. Okay. So there's the middle portion, or this this is actually the whole rest of the chapter. So, Kasho, that's her name, right? That's the one who died. No, Kasho is the
Apparently
one.
so.
Kasho falling so soon hurts. Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. So yeah. The mother knows that she died, but none of the other, right? If I'm correct, none of the other princes know that she's dead. And
Yeah,
that
because of the Nanbeast ability.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So Melody, she's sad about the situation. Like, what have I done? I've done something unforgivable. Yeah. Also, it's nice to see Melody again. After after like 4 years. So yeah. And also, somewhere in this chapter, they mentioned that it's only been a day. Somewhere they mentioned that the concert was last night, so it hasn't been much time.
Wow.
And the story.
And didn't realize that, yeah. All shit been going down in a
Yeah,
span of a
yeah,
day.
like a lot of stuff has been happening, throughout the ship. So yeah. But they know, Melody knows, and either I'm assuming you pronounce his name either Caesar or Kaiser, or this guy right here, which I don't know who he is. I'm like, who is this guy? I don't remember you, but you're here. So they both know that she's dead. The sister doesn't know that she's dead, and if I'm correct, none of the princess knows that she's dead, but she knows that she's dead. So yeah, she's here. Let's see. They discuss about, if I'm correct, I don't know when, but I know they discuss that there's like 5 or 3 princes that wants to meet with Melody, because they either want a private concert or like a concert for everyone. Um, that's like that's like the current situation right now with Melody. And I forgot who was this guy, Kenny, and then he's the guy who killed himself. So, you she doesn't know that Kenny's dead. So yeah.
I didn't
But
even know he was
yeah, because he's the one who helped the princess escape.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, the butler. Yeah.
yeah. And to hide the evidence, he I guess he killed himself, to make it seem that I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember
That they
why.
were kidnapped or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, now I remember. Yeah. So he kills himself, and she doesn't know that he's dead. Um, but also they're keeping a secret, so that means no one else knows that he's dead. If I'm correct, I don't know. So yeah. No, but wait, Melody. Yeah, they do mention that Melody right now is in the. It's like in the. What's the word I'm looking for? Like Melody is a culprit for the whole escape plan, right? They know. Do they know? Right?
Sorry,
like
sorry, sorry. I just remember the Paul Dano.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
not sure. I'm unsure of that. I really don't recall that detail.
mm, so yeah.
I know that the princess want to meet with her, but I don't know if that they suspect that about her.
Yeah. I mean, amnesty. What does amnesty means? Amnesty? What does
Amnesty
that
is
mean?
like it's like a type of it's like a type of blessing that the noble could give you, like it, like it's a type of defense. I think. Maybe let me just look it up just in case.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's a pardon,
Okay.
but the act of authority gives to an individual or a group of individuals.
Okay. So that ties into Kenny because the girl she asked, what do you mean by amnesty? And they're like, keep Kenny a secret. So okay, so they know. Judging by that, they know. So they do know. Okay, okay. She just doesn't know. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah, they discuss the princess and all that. They want to meet her, all the all that jazz, and they come up with a plan. Like like, oh, maybe let's get them all together. Let's get them all group up. You play a song and I poison them. And that way we kill them. Then Melody asks why. Why you want to put yourself in this too much all this trouble and all that for me. And he's like, a Melody, cool. I like you. you know and she gasps, the girl. She's like, oh, yeah, yeah, it's like a funny moment. But Melody, she could hear hearts and all that. And the guy, he's calm, cool, and collective. There's like no sign of what he's saying. Like what he's saying doesn't match his heart. Um, and now Melody is like trying to figure this guy out. Like, okay, he's the spy for one of the princes, or is he assassin? Like, what's his deal? Or is he telling the truth? And he actually does, likes me. So that's like a whole now. This is like a whole new plot thread now about this guy. Yeah, I don't even know who this guy is, but I'm assuming he's been around, but it just I don't know. He looks too mundane and basic to Know what I mean? Like his character design doesn't scream like, oh, remember me. So, but yeah, I really don't remember this guy, but apparently he's been around. So yeah. And yeah, that's like the whole thing with Melody and all that. Like with this guy. Let's see. And then, oh yeah, this moment that he talks with this guy. This honestly, I don't remember. This whole conversation right here, I don't remember what they talked about. Something. The only thing I do remember is that this guy says that he just received a death flag. Like, he literally just says that sounds right here. That sounds like a death flag. So, but so yeah, I don't remember what they talked about.
Uh,
Um,
I think I didn't. I think it was something about a martial law, like that. That what's the institution that this dude is running? Caesar. It's a part
uh,
of something about justice.
I don't know, but uh, so yeah.
Yeah, but whatever it was, that agency or whatever, is supposed to be neutral. But the
Oh,
problem is
yeah, that he's not
that,
affiliated with yeah.
but if it's under martial law, the military can take control and they
Yeah.
decide who's right, who's wrong, and that's a
Mm-hmm.
big no-no, at least for him. And I think it will be a big no in the whole secession war as well. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I think it's the first prince's army,
Yeah. Yeah.
if I'm
That's the
correct.
first. Yeah, that's the first. And he's the one with the
Yeah,
yeah.
which will give him way too much of an advantage
Oh
in the
yeah.
secession war.
Oh yeah. 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 As you were explaining that, I remember the conversation, the whole. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's their thing, and he's like, oh, that sounds like a death flag. Uh, the whole conversation is just a huge, big, giant death flag for what's his name? The other Steiner. So yeah, is Steiner gonna die? I don't know, but
It's
I don't
either
know.
gonna die. I don't
It's
know.
either it's either gonna die. Who else is gonna die in the Secession War? Find out in the next chapter of Hunter x
Yeah,
Hunter.
who lives and who tells a story?
Yeah, yeah. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story. Yeah. So I forgot her name already. The her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Kasho?
I think it was Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Kasho over here, she's looking for Fu, her sister. And she's like, where is she? She's like, nervous, worried about her. She sees the door. And she's worried because how the BA works is that they needed each other, to use the door. And all she went by herself, and she's like, oh, is she running away from an attacker or something? The first thing she thought was Caesar. Like, oh, is he actually the enemy, or all that. But no, well, I was gonna say she's fine, but no, she's not. You could clearly tell that she's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So
For a single panel, she seems fine.
yeah, for this one, like if you're not paying close attention, because if you look closely, like her cheeks are, like you can
Yeah,
see that
but barely. It barely.
barely.
It's barely noticeable.
Yeah, barely. And then here, I guess you could be like, oh, there's something weird. And then here's like, nah. Okay, yeah, she's not fine. Yeah, she's not fine.
I'm not gonna lie. In this panel and one of the next ones, she reminded me of Crollo, of Kid Crollo.
I'm assuming like, well, yeah, I know which one. Yeah, from the next page.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, this is gonna be the thumbnail. This one right here, this panel. It was a hard choice because it was either this panel right here of her, right here, because I'm like, okay, most of the chapter is like about her and this situation. So, also I like her expressions and all that. So I'm like, okay, either this one or one of the this one could have been an option too. I'm assuming this is the one that you mean, the like, oh, it looks like Rolo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one, and then this one was honestly, this one was an option too. The whale, over nice. Yeah. And then I'll keep telling the options as we continue. But so she says that she's fine, but obviously she's not. And she's like, I know that you've been protecting me, all that jazz. Now it's my turn to protect you. And I skipped this part, but I just remembered in the previous page, she said that she's been using her ability constantly, and the more she uses, the better she feels, which I'm pretty sure is the complete opposite. But and she's getting better now. She could use it multiple times. She could use it with her, with her sister, and all that. Basically, she has all the abilities now when it comes to the door. So yeah. And the other sister, you could clearly tell, no, she's not fine, but whatever. And later on we see more of her state, or of her current state. So yeah. And the sister, Kasho, she's like to Melody, when you pass by her, make sure you hear her heart and how she's doing, all that. So and this is where we get the like a really cool panel. So this panel melody was an option as well because I liked it. And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one, yeah, and this one of Fool, this was the other option because it's really nice. So yeah, and then here we get like her state, like more of her state. Um, Sleep paralysis demons be like, you know, this how my sleep paralysis demons be like. So okay, so what do you think this is? You know, do you have options? I have a couple ideas, but what do you think? What's happening to her? Yeah.
Honestly, it might be like a nin attack from some faraway user. Like, honestly, I have no clue besides Camilla's suicide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cause,
So, mm-hmm.
yeah, cause aside from that, I really don't know whether, like, it's of course a prince attack. It's the most likely scenario, but like, who knows at this point?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I'm going with the Camilla Sims.
yeah, yeah. So, that's one of my theories. It could be the curse. The untouchables. It could be them, but she has to see one of them kill themselves in front of her. So, did she saw that without no one else knowing? Like, so but that's an option. The other option that I think it could also be her ability, like her nano ability. She's using it too much that like it's manifesting into this into whatever this is, you know. So it's just her ability, No one is attacking her. It's just her, and eventually this is gonna lead to her death. Whatever is happening to her, she's going to die. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be the next one to die. Whatever is happening to her, yeah. And when I read this, the first thing that came to when I first read this, the first thing that came to my mind was, they tried to escape. So I'm like, maybe whatever tried to kill them, it latched onto her. And it's like, okay, if I didn't kill you, if I, I could kill you at that moment, so I'm just going to latch onto you and kill you slowly, you know. So, so it could be that. That's those like the three options that I have. And then you also mentioned it could be a prince or another non user that we just don't know. But yeah, those are the options. Melody thinks is one of the princes. Like either it's like a body, it's like a soldier from one of the prince or a prince himself. Like it's someone. And he says that they need to look for exorcists quick, before they could exercise the ability. And if I'm correct, the only exorcist on board is with the second prince, right? At least that's what like one of the videos I saw. That's what they mentioned. That's what the guy mentioned. The only exorcist on board in the ship is part of the second prince, which is Camila, right? I don't know. So
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Now Melody, she's meeting the princess, or she thinks she's going to meet representatives, but no, actually, one of the princes did show up physically. Everyone else were someone representing their prince. So this is the third, and she's surprised that he came himself personally. But he's like, oh, the music was like amazing. Like I have to meet you in person. And also he's like, and also here's a coin. Here's a coin. And the world of Hunter x Hunter. If I was living Hunter x Hunter, and if I knew none, I don't know if I would accept this coin. Like yeah, I have to because he's a prince. If not, I'm probably going to get shot on the spot or something. I don't know. But in the world of Hunter x Hunter, like if someone gives me a coin, I'm gonna be doubting that coin. So hopefully Melody is like doubting that
Disposes
coin.
of it.
yeah, or something, yeah. And yeah, he's just giving coins. Now I do wonder, did he figure out his ability already? No, well, it's only been a day, so, but I don't know. It's been, I don't know, but but yeah, he is giving out coins to people. So he's doing that whenever, like just in case. So yeah.
What a nice guy, helping out the lower class.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it's so funny. Like let's say this. Well, okay, let's assume this is a regular coin. It says number one, so it's just a penny. It's like it's just a penny. Um, like I do wonder, like, what's Melody thinking? Right. Sadly, we don't get to read her thought process of the coin, but I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny, the whole coin thing. So, but we don't get much of the conversation. We just get this coin thing. And and then he's representing the fourth. This guy. So let's see. Yeah, he says that the fourth prince was to meet her, personally by himself in his room. Of course I think she rejects, obviously. But she wants to figure out who is the prince that is attacking Fu. So she says, okay, let's negotiate. And the dude's like, like what? Or like what like what that's supposed to mean, you know? So she's like, okay, yeah, he's not the guy, or he doesn't knows, or whatever, Yeah, like, does he knows? I don't think he does. So, and we don't see the rest of the negotiation, but yeah. But it was like at least 5 or 3, right? Like at least 5 or 3 wanted to meet with her. So yeah. What happens here? Yeah, I think she's talking that none of them, like none of the people she met, it was like a culprit. Oh, I didn't realize this is the last page. Okay, wow. So I honestly I expected there was more pages, but okay. So yeah, basically she says, I want to meet with Kurapika, and I want to tell him everything, and I want to hear like his opinions and what we should do and all that jazz. And the guy's like, really, everything? Like, of course he doesn't know that Melody and Kurapika, they have a close relationship. They worked together before and they trust each other and all that. So I'm pretty sure Kurapika will be happy to, he won't mind to help out, But Kurapika, apparently he's going to, let me read this. So someone says, I can already use them, and then so that they're like, we can skip the water divination. After hearing the details, do you consent to the contract? We don't know what's the details, the contract, all that, but he says, I consent. I'll join hands with the fifth prince, Tubepa. So, whatever is the deal, whatever is the contract, he consent, and so yeah, hopefully we get to see whenever the next chapter comes out. Hopefully we can see Kurapika in the next chapter. I didn't know that Togashi on Twitter. I'm assuming he showed this panel right here of Kurapika, like to hype up the chapter. And it's so funny. Is in the last panel, the last page. So yeah, that's pretty funny. And right here, we already mentioned this in the beginning, but they're going on break, and they're going to figure it out. And also, this is also funny. Gun, he's right there.
Gun, yeah, not even Kirby gets.
It's gun. I forgot to mention this. We brought this up in the One Piece video, but there's the Jump volume cover. And it's so funny that it's Gun in the volume cover and not Kurapika or Leorio, because Leorio, he's also in this arc. He's we haven't seen him, but he's also here in this arc. So yeah, it's just funny that they use Gun, which makes sense. He's technically the protagonist, but it's just he's no longer the main character. It's Kurapika. So yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, that was the chapter. And how long we've been recording, to see if we could, I don't know, discuss a little bit more. But I want I guess I don't know. We could finish it now or discuss a little bit more. What do you think? Uh, I don't
This
know.
is yours.
Yeah, yeah. Because I don't know what else I could talk about. I think we talked about enough.
That's about the
About
chapter.
but what you said?
That's about the chapter.
Yeah, yeah. I guess give me your I guess overall thoughts. I don't know.
Oh, it's pretty good. Not gonna lie. It,
Okay, okay.
it's a bummer that it ends in a nasty the with with the whole contract that Kurapika has, plus the whole announcement that we don't know what the fuck happened. Everyone's pretty nonchalant with the whole emergency. So
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. But oh yeah, yeah. Like okay, you cut off a bit, but I think you said that it sucks that it's a cliffhanger and the contract and the announcement. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So now that you mentioned it, okay, so maybe the whole announcement thing happened on a different time. It's like
that's a possibility.
yeah, yeah, it's a possibility, and that's like a different time, maybe in the a little bit in the future or a little bit in the past, or no, it cannot be in the past though. Has to be so it has to be like a couple days from now or something like that. Or I don't know.
It
I
could
don't
be
know.
it could be like an hour or two in the future from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole melody shit. Like
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
bit staggered.
yeah, yeah. Because okay, it's a grave. Okay, okay, wait, okay, okay. So the Caesar's plan is to poison a bunch of the princes, right? With using Melody's ability. So if the announcement is like a days or like hours after all this stuff, maybe what if they succeed and it's like they're like yo, a bunch of princesses died at the same time, so we have to announce this or something, to everyone, and everyone's gonna be in mourning. I don't know, or I don't know, something happens, something crazy, like like it has to be in the future because no one has reacted, like no one has talked about the
Yeah,
announcement.
yeah,
So
for something so grave, like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like the next or next chapter or the one after it, I will
Mm-hmm.
see because I feel like that announcement will affect the Secession War, and we're gonna see more of Kurapika's, the other characters' thought process and how
Yeah,
they'll approach the situations they'll present themselves to them.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, another thing, since I'm reading the comments, another thing that I forgot to mention is that about Fu, her state, her current state. Someone brought up, in one of the videos I saw, that what if Fu knows that Kasho is dead, and this is like her way, her presenting, her feelings, like she knows that her sister is dead, and it's like she's trying to like she cannot cope with it, and that's why she's like in stress and all that. So that's like another thing, and that ties to the thing that I brought up, that maybe this is her ability just messing with her because she's like very stressed and about the whole situation. So
Uh,
either way,
Good question.
uh
Give
uh
me a refresher. Is the
uh
door her nanobody or the Nan Beast thing?
uh that's a good question, Leo, because I don't have the answer. I don't know.
Because
Is
if
it
it's the door is the Nan Beast, that could be her nanobody manifest in a creepy way as well.
no? I think the door is the Nen ability, and the Nen beast is the sister, because I think the Nen beast is that whoever dies, which was Kasho, the Nen beast will become that person and will stick around and be that person.
Huh.
I think that's the Nen beast, and the Nen ability that they had was the door, and but since Kasho died, I'm assuming Fu, she inherited the abilities that she didn't have, about the door. Like she got those abilities. I think that's their situation. That's their NMBs and all that. So I guess they share the same Nimbies. They're twins, so makes
I
sense
mean,
that they.
they both had different NIMBYs, but like they did different things, but they complemented each other.
Yeah,
Let me look it up.
yeah, sure, yeah, yeah. Also, another option
Okay,
was
okay.
the
The whole clone thing, that's Kachos.
whole what?
The whole if one of them dies, it makes a clone. That's
Okay,
Kachos NIMBYs.
okay.
Yeah, and Fugetsu's is the door. Named
Okay.
Magical Worm.
Okay. Okay, so they both have different Nimbies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Another option for the thumbnail was Kurapika because of course that would be clickbaity and like oh Kurapika's in the chapter, but I'm pretty sure whenever we get the next chapter, it's gonna be a Kurapika focus chapter, and you know that will that will make more sense for have Kurapika in that thumbnail, not in this one. So yeah, but this is a good moment right here, Kurapika. It's nice to see him again. And it says right here, no chance to catch their breath. Yeah, everything's happening. So yeah, and we still don't know what's happening with Jin and Pariston and all that. That's still that's still up in the
No
air.
way,
So
Meteoro's son either.
yeah, we're beyond. I think if I'm correct, beyond should be in a cell somewhere, right? Wasn't that their agreement that he was gonna be in a cell? Um,
I think so.
yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
their agreement.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything of Leorio, no
Oh yeah,
Aikido.
yeah, and then I guess we had to go back to the Soul EX as well since you mentioned the Oreo. We haven't gotten an update on them. What was his name? Killua's brother, Illumi. He's with the two. Yeah, there's like a lot. And are he the one? Or how Togashi's going to handle all that? You know. But like you mentioned, whatever is the grave announcement is really going to affect this arc moving forward, because like it has to be big that everyone's getting the announcements. So yeah. What if what would be funny? This is not going to happen. This is not the announcement, but what would be funny? They'd be like,
What?
they're like, ladies and gentlemen, we ran out of gas. We cannot.
We're stranded.
We're stranded, and yeah, we cannot go back. We lost contact to the outside world, so that would be funny. And yeah, the boy is supposed to failure. That would be funny. But no, that's not. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, but if it does, hey, I'm the one who mentioned it. I'm the one who came up with that theory. But nah. It ain't no way that's gonna be the grave announcement. No hentai. It's been a while. And if you read, okay, so if you don't read TCB scans, if you were official, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you do read TCB scans, then you know. Like if you know, you know. But yeah, I guess because I remember the last one was the comments este es mi último comic. So I guess
it was his last comment.
Yeah. I guess because I remember that we talked. Is it último as in like last, or último as in recent? Since Spanish.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess he meant último as in last. So yeah.
He practically said goodbye. My final message.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, goodbye. My final message. But yeah. I think that's all. This chapter. Yeah, I can't believe we did this under an hour. So yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's gonna be hours soon if I don't stop this now. But yeah. So yeah, that's the video. For me, honestly, for me, the chapter was high. Like, yeah, it's high. Nothing too high, but it's nice to see some of these characters again. But it was high overall. It was high. Yeah. I think since this is gonna be last chapter for a while, I think the best chapter. I didn't read any of the chapters, but I think the best one was the Hisoka. Yeah, that's one of the best ones. Everything that has to do with Crollo and the flashback. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah, also the spiders and all that. Um, but everything else was I. Everything yeah, it's been I so far. So yeah. Um, so I guess yeah, that's the video. So leave a like or like the dislike if you don't. Subscribe. Yeah, you gonna say something, Leo?
yeah. Hit the subscribe button, just like Andrew Tate. I'll hit press to warrant.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah, it's been blowing up on Twitter.
oh well, yeah.
And fun fact, you know how he got hit with one?
Well, what happened? How?
It's so it's so fucking weird. Like it's the weirdest 2022 shit that could happen.
Okay, so but uh-huh.
Basically like he went at this girl. I think her name is Greta Thunberg. Like
Oh
she's
really? Okay, okay,
yeah, for some reason, like
okay.
unprovoked. She replied back with a comeback, whatever.
Mhm,
Get a life, whatever.
mhm,
And what he replied back with a 2 minute rant apparently,
mhm.
and he was eating pizza.
Okay.
Thing is, the pizza was the dead giveaway for the Tories, cause it's a pizza from Romania,
Okay.
like a local pizza.
Mm.
So there was enough evidence
To know where
for
he.
the
Yeah.
government
Okay.
to
Okay.
raid
Wow.
him.
Wow. Wow. Crazy.
So hook, line, and sinker, I guess. Like
Wow.
it's all because he went for a little girl.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh well.
Well, I don't
Well,
know if she's a girl or she raised 18. I don't know.
I don't know. I
At
don't
this
know.
point, but
I remember that. Oh, I think that was like years ago. The whole Greta thing. So I think she was in high school, right, or middle school when that happened. So I don't know.
I'm getting old by the minute.
Yeah.
Um,
So
but it's oh my god.
yeah, yeah. Well, okay, well. So yeah. I thought you were going to say hit the like in One Piece. I thought you were going to say hit the subscribe button like the new year's going to hit us, but I
I was
wasn't.
going. I was originally going to say like subscriber just like Togachi was with hiatus, but
Oh yeah, that would have been a
but
good one too. That would have been a good
but,
one too.
but there's more reason.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh no,
So
she's 19. Okay, I don't
okay,
know why I
okay.
thought she was still a minor.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I thought she was 15 or something. Okay.
Yeah, I thought she
Yeah.
was like 16 or 17.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't
So
know. Time has been weird these past couple of years.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Do that and see ya.